Hey guys, what is going on? My name is NoJ456 and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to obtain and upgrade all 4 of the elemental gauntlets in Ancient Evil, the brand new DLC 2 map. This is an extremely easy to follow guide and I'm going to have timestamps in the description for each one of the gauntlets. However, do not skip to the gauntlet you want to build just yet because the first step is the same no matter what gauntlet you are building. Now the first thing you need to do is to get a primordial gauntlet, which basically just means an uncharged gauntlet, the very base version that you're going to use to upgrade. And these are hiding around the map in glowing piles of rocks, vases, crystals. They can be hiding in a lot of different things and you're just basically going to have to look around and find them. However, as you can see on the top of my screen, I have a little hint here. It says where the arrow splits the road. The next one here is called where sorrow flows beneath. And these are basically hints that give you an indication of where yours is actually spawned. Now there's 4 of them on the map at the same time. You can get them in any order. You don't have to get a hint, but if you go talk to the oracle, go stand right in front of her, she will tell you there's a primordial weapon beneath the gaze of Zeus. And if you go ahead and head over to the Zeus statue, beneath the gaze, there's a little glowing rock pile. Now I'm going to include all of the ones that I know on here right now because there are quite a few different ones and some of them can be kind of tricky. This one is near the purple blossoms. You find the purple blossoms. There's a little pile of dirt there. It could have been a vase. It doesn't necessarily mean that's exactly where it's going to spawn. They do have multiple spawn locations, but they will all more or less be right next to what the hint is kind of talking about. This one is where the mighty Titan points. The Titan wall by, it points right at this little rock. You melee the rock and then you can get the little gauntlet out of there. Every single time you're gonna have to melee it first. It'll be kind of sparking purple and melee it, grab the gauntlet out of there and you will be good to go. So just a couple more spawn points here. If you don't see yours here, this is probably the hardest part of it. The rest of this is very, very easy and there's no multiple spawn points for anything else in this entire kind of quest. You basically just have to just kind of look around. I'll include any of the ones that I do not know in the description down below. So if I didn't include any in this video, just check the description. I will probably have your final location here. The next one up is the general's column. This is one more. And then I have 2 more here that I have been told have been found in these locations. I don't know what the hints are for them, but the first you can find there and the second one you can find down here kind of next to this broken down column over here. So that's all those spawn locations. Make sure you have a primordial gauntlet or an uncharged gauntlet in your inventory and then you can head on to the next step. So now that you have a dormant gauntlet, you can actually now decide which element you want to go for first. The first one I'm going to show you here is Gaia, but if you have any other elements you want to go ahead and go for, I have down below in the description a timestamp to each part in this video where I actually show how you get each individual gauntlet and upgrade it. But if you want to do Gaia, go ahead and follow along here because this is the first step. Take your dormant gauntlet. Again, you can get your gauntlet from anywhere on the map. It doesn't matter where, but head down once you have that dormant gauntlet to the Spartan monument and go ahead and hold square to begin the initiation of Gaia. And basically what this does is it'll lock you in this little circle. There basically puts up walls all around you so you can't leave. And you have to survive here for about 45 seconds. This is the same first step for every single one. Every single one is going to link your gauntlet like this. But once you survive 45 seconds, the walls will go down and you'll be able to run over and pick up this hand of Gaia. Now, this is the fallen hand, which means it is the unupgraded version. It's pretty crappy. It's not very good, but this is how you actually go on and make it absolutely beast mode. So the first area you want to go to is Stoa of the Athenians and basically shoot this plant that is glowing and making a sound. It'll be very easy to find. It glows, it makes a sound, and each and every one of the orbs that you shoot will make the plant kind of constrict more and more, and then if you shoot all 3 of the glowing orbs on there, it will drop this little seed. Now, whenever you pick up this seed, keep in mind that you cannot sprint, so you probably want to have the shield already on your back at this point, because you cannot sprint, and you don't want to do this in the middle of the round. So, but once you do have this seed, you go ahead and carry the seed all the way down to the little monument that we were at before, the little shrine of Gaia, place it there at the front, and then that is 1 out of 3 done. Now the next one is out on the temple terrace. It is right next to this big tree that is alive. You'll see 3 more little seeds there. Once again, shoot them all 3. You will get another little seed. Take it back to Gaia, put it down in front of them, and then you have 1 more to do. Now the third one is right past the arrow in the ground at the intersection of the treasuries, kind of near the purple bush. It's there in the corner. Pick up that last one, grab the last seed, put it down in front, and you'll actually see a portal spawns in, and you are able to jump into the portal, and basically this is kind of the initiation that upgrades your gauntlet. You basically get an upgraded gauntlet, you get unlimited ammo with it, and you just kill all the zombies inside there until it kicks you back out. And whenever you do get kicked back out, you'll have the upgraded gauntlet. Honestly, the easiest step, just spam your gauntlet, kill as much as possible, and you will be absolutely perfect. There you have it, the first gauntlet upgraded. Let's go ahead and get on to the second gauntlet. So next up, we're going to be building the Gauntlet of Death, or the Gauntlet of Charon, as it's called in the game. And you need to go ahead and get a brand new Dormant Gauntlet from the Oracle. If this is your first Gauntlet, then you're building, you already have a Dormant Gauntlet in your hand, you are good to go. But if you just build another Gauntlet, you have to take that Gauntlet, put it back on its shrine, go back to the Oracle, get a brand new location of a brand new Dormant Gauntlet, get that Dormant Gauntlet, and then head down here. You can only have one Gauntlet in your inventory at a time, and obviously we're going to be building the Death one for this. So go ahead and head back down to Python Pass in the underworld by taking any of the portals around the map, and you're going to go ahead and link it in this little shrine. So once again, just like the other ones, whenever you link it in the shrine, it will take about 45 seconds. It will lock you in the circle, so make sure you're ready to go. You'll be locked in the circle for 45 seconds, and then you can grab the Gauntlet and you are good to go to start upgrading it. So after you have the Gauntlet and you're ready to upgrade it, head over to the Odin perk where it says River of Sorrows on your minimap. And basically you need to get about 5 or 10 zombie kills in this kind of crystal clear water here. Now you're going to basically be turning this water red with the blood of the zombies. So just shoot a couple of zombies. And as you can see, it's starting to get redder. And then if I turn around, you can see it is beet red. It is very obvious that it is super red. And that is all you need to do. It really only takes about 5 or 10 zombies and you're good to go. So at this point, you're going to go ahead and run away and just get down to 1 zombie left in the round, because this next part you're not going to be able to heal from. So get down to 1 zombie left in the round, and then you're going to go over to this water, and you should have an option, if you've killed enough zombies in it, to go ahead and drink the water in the River of Sorrows. So once you drink this, you'll go into this kind of like shadowy type mode, and basically everything is normal here except that you cannot heal. Your character will not heal. If you get hit 4 times in the span of 30 minutes, you will die. Basically the only way to get out of this mode is to complete the trial, which is to run around this entire bottom area. That can be, again, anywhere from the upper level to the lower level. Just don't use the teleporters. Run around and you will find a bunch of coins around the map. Now there's a bunch of fake ones where if you hold square, it will just basically evaporate, but there are 3 of them that if you hold square, it'll make a little cha-ching sound, and you'll see that it's an actual token. And once you have 3 of these tokens, head back over to the shrine, enter them in, and you should be able to enter the portal, which means that you are good to go, and you can go ahead and use the Death Gauntlet. Now I will warn you, the Death Gauntlet is probably the worst one, and when I say probably, it is absolutely the worst Gauntlet. I hate using it, and you will actually have to try a little bit hard, even with infinite ammo, to not die in this area. So kill all of the zombies. Once you come back out, you will have a brand new Gauntlet, and you are good to go. So let's go ahead and get on to the next Gauntlet. So the third one up is the Gauntlet of Hemera, or the Light Gauntlet as it's more commonly known. Again, this one is activated just like all the other ones are. Once you have a dormant Gauntlet, once again, you can only be holding 1 Gauntlet in your inventory at the same time. So go ahead and place your old Gauntlets back on their pedestals if you're trying to build all of them in one game solo or anything like that. But go ahead, take a dormant Gauntlet, head over to the Monument of Kraterus, or however you pronounce that, and you're going to place it onto that pedestal there. Again, you'll have a 45-second lockdown. Again, make sure you don't die like I did, because you will have to restart. But once you complete this 45 seconds right here, you will be able to grab the Gauntlet and you will have the unupgraded version. Let's get on to the upgrade. Now the upgrade for this is very easy. It seems a little tricky, but it is not at all. The only thing you will need is to go to Temple of Apollo and shoot this plate until the reflective surface, as you can see on the front there, is facing exactly like I have it in my game. Just take a regular weapon. 1 bullet will turn it each like a quarter of the time, so just basically turn it until it looked exactly like mine here. You're gonna run over here with the Light Gauntlet, shoot it, it will bounce off that plate, hit that little crystal reflector, and actually be right there in that little cup. Now, once it is in this cup, you're gonna go ahead and melee it, and you're going to carry it all the way back over to the shrine. If you don't do it in time, the light will actually fade out. You'll have to just shoot the light again, catch it in the cup, and then melee it again. But you need to just melee it, take it over to the cup, and then just melee it, and it will put it right there in the shrine. So you need to do this 3 separate times. The second one is over here in the upper road on the bridge. Just go ahead, take out your regular gun again, shoot it until it turns to look exactly like mine does right there, and then shoot it with the Light Gauntlet to bounce it, reflect it, and then you will be able to get it inside of the cup. Once again, this is 2 out of 3 done. Melee it, head back over to the shrine, melee it back into the shrine, and you're on to the third one. Now the third one is in the Temple Terrace. Again, the reflector is right there. Shoot it until it looks exactly like mine does, and then you can go ahead and reflect the ball off the crystal and into the cup. Melee it once again, head back over, and then whenever you melee it into the third cup, the portal will spawn. Hop in there, and then as per the usual, you just have to kill everything in here with your unlimited ammo, and it shouldn't be too difficult at all. And whenever you emerge, you will have the upgraded Light Gauntlet, and that is 3 out of 4 done. We have 1 more to do. So the last one to build is the Wind Gauntlet. It is probably the hardest one to do, but it is by far the best reward because this one is just a zombie killing machine using barely any ammo at all. So once again, as per the usual, you have to have a fresh dormant gauntlet in your inventory. If it is linked to any element, you have to go ahead, go back to that shrine, put it back on, go to the oracle and get the location of a brand new dormant gauntlet. So once you have this dormant gauntlet, head down to the Pack-a-Punch. It is right here, this blue circle. As per the usual, just go ahead, survive here for about 45 seconds being locked into this circle, and then once that is done, you are able to grab the unupgraded version. So once you have the unupgraded version, you need to conserve your ammo on this as much as possible because I'm going to show you what you need to do to upgrade it right now. So basically there are 3 feathers around the map from arrows, and you need to launch a zombie into each one of them and get a feather out one at a time so you can take it nice and slow. So the first one here, you need to launch a zombie into this arrow right to the left of the Pack-a-Punch, and you'll see a feather fly out, and then you need to just keep shooting the feather until it no longer is being reactive to your shots. As you can see, I was shooting it for the last couple of bullets there. It wasn't reacting at all to my shots. I had kept it up in the air long enough and it was automatically guiding in for a landing. So you need to basically do this 3 separate times. This is where the second location is. It is over here right next to the box spawn, and again, launch a zombie into it. Just keep on shooting the blue floating feather until it no longer is reacting to your shots or is just basically out of range. And if you have shot it enough, if you've kept it up in the air enough, it will float automatically into the little fire pit, and then you can go onto the third one, which is in the opposite side of where the box was in the little snake area. So again, shoot a zombie, have him hit that feather. This is probably the hardest angle to do, so I recommended you do it from the same angle that I did. You'll see the feather fly out, and then you just need to keep on shooting it and get there. If it fails, you can just restart, shoot another zombie into the feather, and it will spawn a new one. But again, I recommend doing these at the end of rounds because it is pretty darn difficult to keep on shooting the feather without going down, especially if you're on later rounds. But if you've done all 3 correctly, you will be able to spawn the portal, go through the portal, and you can go ahead and just kill everything in there once again with unlimited ammo with the charged up gauntlet. And again, this is by far the best one. It is my favorite gauntlet, and I really enjoy it, especially on even higher rounds. So go ahead, kill all the zombies in there. You'll be able to come back out and you will have the 4th and final gauntlet all upgraded. Once again, if you missed any of the gauntlets or you missed any of the locations for the dormant gauntlets, that is at the beginning of the video for dormant gauntlets, and then the timestamps are down below in the description if you missed any other gauntlets. If you guys did enjoy this tutorial, all I ask is that you guys hit that subscribe button and hit the like button so people know this was useful to them and it's worth their time. That being said, thank you so much for coming out to the video. I love you guys, appreciate you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everyone.